What's up everybody, Kinetic here and welcome back to The Division. Today I've got for you a shotgun build. This is one of my favorite weapons to choose in any first-person or third-person shooter game. So it didn't surprise me at all when I finally got my hands on the blueprint for the M90 that I've been having a lot of fun with it. I take this out into the dark zone and I even put it to the test against some rogues in PvP and it is quite good. And just a quick note about why I call these the master builds. Like for the LMG video and for the shotgun video here and for the builds here on, I'm not necessarily calling this set of gun mods or this gun or this skill set in whatever situation the must way that you do it A, B, C like that. It's more of like a guide to reaching your master build because I do give a variety of suggestions rather than saying, okay, definitely A, B, C. I say, alright, start with A and then you can either choose B or C depending on your playstyle. That's what I kind of mean by this. It's a guide to your master build, not necessarily this is my master build. So with that in mind, let's actually talk about another Phoenix Credit blueprint gun, the Marine Super 90. Just like my LMG video that I did recently, I like to focus and kind of build around the Phoenix Credit blueprints because they're easily obtainable high-end weapons, right? Sure, there are other shotguns that are dropped by bosses and stuff like that, but it's not a reliable means of getting a high-end shotgun, for example, right? By trying to farm a boss, so I go to and focus on the Phoenix Credit blueprint guns. With the Super 90 shotgun, I rolled responsive. Damage is increased by 13% when closer than 10 meters. Down here below that, I rolled unforgiving, which isn't necessarily a bad talent per se, but it's just really difficult right now with what I'm trying to do to try and put together 2362 on firearms and 2362 on stamina. So I've opted to just ignore this, and 2 healthy talents I think is an acceptable roll for a blueprint gun. And the final one, predatory, killing a target regenerates 13% health over 5 seconds. Not a bad talent. Overall, this is I would say a middle range shotgun, and so I'm going to go ahead and continue to use this. For the mods, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Now, unfortunately, the Super 90 does not have a muzzle capacity, so we're going to have to just work with the optic, magazine, and underbarrel. For the optic, I am using actually superior mods because I don't have a blueprint and I haven't found any good mods other than superior to put in this slot, but I like to go with headshot damage and critical hit chance for the Super 90. For the magazine size, this is going to be a debatable selection depending on your point of view. Some people will say that the reload speed is essential to kind of make up for the shotgun's already sluggish reload speed, right? But for me personally, I would rather be doing so much damage that I don't need to worry about reloading, and so I go for crit hit chance instead. Another reason for that is going to be in the talents, and we will talk about that in just a minute. But for the magazine, I go with magazine size and crit hit chance. And for the underbarrel, unfortunately, just like my optics, I don't have a high-end version right now, but I like to go with accuracy, definitely accuracy, and I would like to have maybe stability, but unfortunately, I don't have a mod for that. So I'm currently using accuracy and hipfire accuracy, which is kind of meh, but I would suggest, if you have it, accuracy and stability for an underbarrel. Now I'm kind of bouncing around a little bit by already talking about abilities, but I do want to talk about talents really quick because that is a big reason why I choose the crit hit chance rather than reload speed. One is none. You probably already saw this coming as soon as I said anything like that earlier, but one is none is the reason why mainly I don't take reload speed. For every time that you get a headshot, you have a 50% chance of not consuming that bullet. Watch me unload on this practice target and use almost zero ammunition in the process. It's insane how powerful one is none, and I'm really hoping that they don't nerf this because it's amazing for this gun especially. I feel like the shotgun can just keep blasting away for what seems like forever thanks to one is none without needing to worry about reloading. And when it really comes down to it, even if you need to reload, then that's what our secondary weapon I think is for, and I choose to go with the Black Market AK. Again, I feel like the AK is the best overall kind of well-rounded gun to be that swap to weapon wherever you're coming from. It could be an LMG, could be an SMG, could be a shotgun, whatever. The assault rifle just fits in so well as that secondary gun or your primary gun, and having a shotgun or SMG or whatever as your secondary, same thing, right? But I choose the assault rifle because I can shoot well from range, I can shoot well from close range. It's just a damn good gun. I don't even know what else to say other than that. Alright, let's actually go back to talents, I guess, since that's where we are currently. I also like to take Precision, headshot a hostile to pulse them for 10 seconds. In the medical section, I go with Strike Back, reach low health to reduce active skill cooldowns by 20%. And finally, Critical Save, use a medkit during low health to increase damage resistance by 40% for 10 seconds. I guess I'm a big fan of getting more bonuses out of healing myself, which is why I've taken 2 medical talents again here for this shotgun build. They're just really good talents. Let's go ahead now and talk about the active skills that we'll be bringing. I tend to find myself, for whatever reason, in a lot more rogue action than I intend to while running around with a shotgun, which is fine, but with that, it has a big influence on the type of skills that I like to carry actively while in PvP situations compared to PvE. So from these examples you'll see in this video, I'll be swapping between all sorts of different skills, but for PvP purposes, right, and this is actually pretty much going to apply to a lot of the situations regardless of my guns, is I like to bring the first aid skill with the overdose mod. The device heals targets more effectively and may even extend the target's health beyond its normal rating. This is the biggest heal that you can get out of all of the mods. You could, if you want to, go for the more riskier booster shot, which is going to temporarily increase your damage, but you're sacrificing quite a bit of healing. I take healing because I need healing, so I go with the overdose mod. That is most certainly the primary skill that I'm going to want to bring for this build. For the secondary, it will again kind of depend on PvE or PvP, but since we're talking about PvP, I like to go with Sticky Bomb. Sticky Bomb with the BFB mod increases the damage and radius of the explosion and may cause targets to bleed. This is the most powerful burst damage that you can have, and it's no wonder that we see so many people with the Sticky Bomb, same with the first aid heal really, in so many fighting rogues or being rogue videos. These are 2 of the most powerful skills that you can have out there in any PvP situation. For the signature skill, I'm going to once again recommend the Survivor Link skill. It's such a great save my ass button in so many situations, be it PvE or PvP in the Dark Zone. It's simply fantastic. I've seen people have great success as well with Tactical Link, and that can be also just as good in its own way, but when you're really under fire, man, and you need a powerful button to press, the Survivor Link is there and really helps out. And a last little piece of advice that I would say about anybody that wants to go out into the Dark Zone with a shotgun: be aggressive. This is not a gun that you want to necessarily be passive with. I mean, you see the NPCs, for example, in hard missions or challenge missions, running really aggressively at you with shotguns, and it works. I mean, it doesn't work necessarily when you're running in a straight line right at your target, probably, but if you can just be aggressive in moving forward, getting to your target, not necessarily hiding behind cover and stuff like that. Just use the best out of the skills that you do choose to bring with you and try to catch your enemies by surprise. You will be probably surprised yourself at how effective you can take on targets with a shotgun with all their scary SMGs. And that's all I've got for you guys here in this video. I hope that you enjoy these weapon master builds for the Division. I'm going to keep doing these. I've already received requests for SMGs, for example, in other guns, and I'm going to cover all of the basic guns that are available here in the Division, as well as talk about some of those special drops that come, for example, from bosses. I just recently picked up, finally, the Midas SMG, and it's a pretty nifty gun. I'll be talking about that in its own kind of special video, not necessarily a master build, if you will, but just talking about the Midas and how I feel about it. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate if you click the like button to support these videos here on my channel. Leave me your thoughts down in the comment section below, and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next video. Thanks again for watching. My name is Kinetic, and I'll see you next time.